So to those of you asking, do the Cullens live in a plantation house in the books? The answer is yeah, they really kind of do. I would be happy to talk about the book Cullen House because it really is something, but this came from, we were talking about the new 20th anniversary limited edition book covers, and you know, they're beautiful, and then we got to Breaking Dawn and people were like, what is that? That's the Cullen House. Now, the whole plantation style house should take nobody by surprise if you know like who the Cullens are, but I could see why it would, because in the films, this beautiful, open, modern architecture with all the windows is so iconic, and we all love this house. I think it's very fitting. It's beautiful. However, this is the illustration of the Cullen House in the illustrated guide, and you'll notice that it is stunningly similar to that Breaking Dawn book cover. Bella describes it when she sees it for the first time by saying, the house was timeless, graceful, and probably 100 years old. It was painted a soft, faded white, 3 stories tall, rectangular, and well proportioned. The windows and doors were either part of the original structure or a perfect restoration. To summarize, it was a plantation house. It also exists on acres of property, as you can see here in this illustration, where we have the main house, the garage, Bella and Edward's Pinterest cottage over there across the river, like the whole thing. But the inside of the Cullen house is also something really interesting as well, because you'll find that not only does it resemble a plantation house, but they have a fraud room. Like, it starts off talking about the grounds, the windows, the grand piano, beep bop boo, whatever, right? And then behind the stairs is the office of CEE Inc., the Cullens' personal company where they manage all their business dealings. Okay, then we're talking about the bedrooms. Alice's closet is bigger than the bedroom. Okay, Carlisle's office is next. Esme's study, Carlisle's personal library, and that was converted into a combination exam and delivery room for the demon pregnancy. But then on the 3rd floor, we have Carlisle and Esme's room, and then Edward's room, and then the remainder of the 3rd floor is called the library and is used for any technically illegal activity such as forging birth certificates and hacking into computer systems, which the Cullens must do in order to maintain the various identities needed to live unnoticed in human society. I wonder if this is also the room in which they cheat the stock market. But this really shouldn't surprise anybody that much, even though it's such a difference from the movie house, because don't forget Jasper, like half of his personality is the Confederacy, and this is his illustration. Not his illustration, but what was also included in his guide entry, his Confederate uniform saying, I was almost 17 years old when I joined the Confederate Army in 1861. Like, that's his most significant quote. So the plantation house should come as a surprise to nobody, actually.